Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy the reading. It's a general reading, so aspects of it may apply to you or it could apply to somebody else in your life at the moment. Okay, so lots of changes across the board for you this month. The general themes are change coming in, and it looks to me like what it is you're doing with your time. So whether it's a career or a profession or whatever it is that you do, whatever it is you like to do, there's an emphasis on that. There's also an emphasis on money and the home. So really across the board, and even perhaps relationships as well. So all of these aspects are under the microscope at the moment. The first house that's coming up is the 12th house. This is the house of the unconscious. So this is all your your hidden motivations and drives. So the unconscious rules about 95% of our lives, probably about 90%. And so it's all those that the programming and what you've kind of come in with, and also what you accumulate in the first sort of years of your life. All your programming and your drives, your ambitions and your goals, all of these things get determined by your inner motivations and your inner desires, whatever they may be. And this gets shaped or ignored or changed as you grow. So this is all the unconscious things, a lot of things that you perhaps don't even focus on, or you choose not to focus on, all governed by the 12th house. That those behavior patterns which you've kind of accumulated as you've gone along. It covers a great many other things as well. It can be karmic inheritance. It can also be your sort of your meditation and your mysticism. So some of you may be turning to that at this time, or you may be enhancing that in your life at this time. Your beliefs and where you go to meditate, what you do to meditate, all the activities around that. Also your mysticism associated with that, what you like to, what is close to your heart, what resonates with you. So your spiritual life, very strong with this card as well. It's also the card of withdrawal and retreat. So you may like to do retreats. Perhaps you like to do it as an activity, or you conduct retreats, or it's something that you would like to do going forward, because there's a strong emphasis on in this month on what it is that you really want to do with your life. What is it that you have ignored? Some sort of unconscious drive or motivation, or a really deep desire which you just haven't ever focused on for whatever reason. So there's a lot of emphasis on that, about really this time in your life now. And if there's going to be any time for to be doing this, it's where we are currently on the planet. So it's really a good time now to be focusing on the things which are close to your heart, which are good for you, and which you would love to do. So it covers all of that. And so, retreats may be something you enjoy, or something you'd like to do, or something you'd like to hold. Perhaps you have a skill in that department. Or it could be just time for you to go inwards, to actually really, really be honest with yourself at this time about what it is you really want in your life. What is your passion? What is it you really, really love to do, or would like to do? It's also the house of addictions to various things, whatever that may be, and the dealing with that. It's also the resolutions and endings can come about in this 12th house. You have endings as well coming up for you. It's also it can also be about sort of service to others. So perhaps it's a profession, perhaps you're in the medical field, or some other field where, like social reform or causes or charities and so on, where you conduct, you do certain services for the greater good for others. That may come in under the 12th house as well. So it's all about that. It's all about the greater good, and the connection with the divine is very much in the 12th house. It can also be your experiences in various types of institutions, whatever those may be. So this could be a learning institution like a university or a college, something like that. It can also be a library. It can also be a government institution. It can also be like banking, or it could be hospitals, any kind of institution, your experiences in what you learn there while you are visiting that place. It's also the house of twin flames as well. So it's possible, because you have got love coming in, or the renewal of something. It could be something is being activated with that as well. And focus on that. You may already know what it is, or it may become very apparent for you. But Pele is saying, divine passion, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? So this card is really about what part of yourself have you been ignoring. And this is very much a 12th house concept. You just bury something, or you push it to the back. You don't want to deal with it. Or you can't deal with it, or you feel it's not important. Well, now is the time. And she's saying to you that really, if what you may have been doing, in your life, does that really match your deep desires and your interests? What it is you're really interested in. All the things that you've been doing in your life, do they really match that? And now is the time to actually turn away from things that you've been doing robotically, or just been doing to make a living, or because it was comfortable, or because you could do it, to now following your true your true passions, your true desires, what it is you really want to do with your life. The energies will support you in that. And it's also about not being fearful about that, to really harness that and actually move forward, dig deep, pull it out and go for it. It could even be that you need to study further as well. So look around you, see what's important, what you can do or what you would like to do. The 12th house can, as I said, cover institutions. So you may be visiting a library or an institution, a university or some sort of college, or doing courses to support you in this desire that you would like to get on with. And also you have Sagittarius IC, which was the bottom of the astrological deck, which is also about studying. It can be higher education or adult education. So really that is a big theme for you. You may be needing to do something like that just to give yourself time to learn, or to actually hone the skill that you have, or it's in addition to something that you already have. So all of those are possibilities, and now this is the time to really go for it. Really, this is the time to do it now, and put aside all these other things which have held you back, and really tap into, to open the gates, open the subconscious and let that out, so that it can actually flourish and grow for you, and it really has a good chance of success at this time. The other house coming up is the 8th house, endings and beginnings. 8th house does cover that. It also covers financial things. So big finance, this is accounting, banking, investments, insurances, assets. Tax comes in very strongly with this house. Also inheritances and legacies. So there could be a death in your family or in somebody that you know, and you're now dealing with the aftermath of that and everything to do with that, wrapping up estates and so on. Or it could be a symbolic death. So this could be the ending of something in your life. Perhaps it's a financial source for you. Perhaps that's being changed now and you're being redirected, but it is very much the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. So something old and familiar that's been in place for a while is now going to fall away and is going to be replaced by something else. So it's that transitionary period that you go through. It can also be obviously the ending of a relationship. So this can be a significant relationship in your life, or it can be a business partnership, or it could be the beginning of that for you. So the 8th house is about committed partnerships. This is not love affairs. This is committed partnerships, either the ending of that or the beginning of that, or both. They could both be happening. So the ending of one particular relationship and the start of another. And or it's all financially wrapped up as well. Also, sex can come in on the 8th house, so this could be a partner coming in for you who really activates that for you, and it's all the understandings of that, the deeper commitments between two people. This is not a fly-by-night. This can be sexual, yes, and various activities around that, but it usually has deeper connotations to it. This is a deeper well. It's not, the surface stuff. This has got more depth to it. So that could be activated for you. It could also be regeneration or renewal of something. So you could be returning to something, or something from the past is coming back up for you. So it's like a resurrection. So regeneration, renewal, resurrection, that can be in a relationship as well, or a business partnership, or it could be financial, or it could be to do with a business that you're busy with. So something coming back, or something sort of being reborn from something that died some time ago, something that just didn't take off, or it was finished, you thought you'd finished with it. So something from the past coming back, and it's undergoing some sort of resurrection, or it could be the regeneration or the renewal of something in your life. So lots of things going on with that, but it could also be the rebirth of an idea or a concept, or some part of your life which was over and finished, or shelved, or never materialized, and now it's coming back to be brought back to life again. So all of those aspects can come in. You have at the bottom Venus, love, and at the top you have abundantia, prosperity. So money is featuring very, very strongly in your life at the moment. And it looks like you're going to get a windfall coming to you, because Venus can also bring a windfall of money in. Abundantia, prosperity can also bring a windfall. So some form of abundance. It looks like money is going to be you're going to be getting a boost of some kind coming in, but it can also be abundance of other kinds, and this can be ideas, time, support, a lover or a partner, or some kind of abundance which is going to support you and help you with whatever it is that you're doing. With the Venus card coming in, love coming in for you. So as I said, this can be a new love, or it could be purely abundance based, or it could be the regeneration or the renewal of an old love, or one that you're currently, a relationship you're currently in that is undergoing a renewal, or it could be from the past coming back to you as well. So Venus very strong there. But she does also, as I said, bring in abundance, usually money. She also covers artistic things of all kinds, but this can also be fashion, cosmetics, jewelry, fabrics, so anything luxurious, and home comforts, sensuality, beautiful things, beautiful works of art, sculpture, everything to do with that is covered by Venus. Everything beautiful is covered by Venus. She loves all beautiful things, also handcrafts and beautiful, and businesses to do with that. So all of these things are possibilities for you in the 8th house, and as I said, it's linked to finance. It could be a business, or it could be a partner that you're meeting that's bringing this in for you, or you're just simply expanding into other fields, perhaps businesses and so on. But it's very much about love, and it can also bring in legal things as well. So you may be in the midst of a legal situation. Perhaps you're just going through some sort of process right now, and with these cards, it seems to me that you're going to be receiving from this. So this could also be a shared relationship that you have, so like a marriage or a partnership or a business partnership, and it's the legal matters, either the coming together of the finances for that, or the separation of that. And this bodes well for the separation of that, things will work out in your favor. And with abundantia, that's also going to be a possibility. But certainly a cycle is changing here. Something is ending, something is beginning, and Venus is bringing the love in. She's also very charming. So if you are in a legal tussle, if it's not just a standard legal matter which you're tackling and there's emotions involved in it, then pour the charm on. And let love handle things, let love deal with things, and you will have a much better outcome at the end of it. So all of that could come in, but there will be documents and so on attached to that as well. She can cover all of that. So also, as I said, beauty and refinement. You could be refining your finances you may be getting a windfall, and now you're going to do a whole lot of things which support you, which are beneficial towards you, because this is a form of self-love. Okay, so when you do things for yourself financially, and when you sort of do things for yourself, whether it's buying something beautiful for yourself or investing in a new home or whatever. You do all these things for yourself. It's a form of self-love, which is what Venus can also be about. So whatever your situation is, love is coming in for you in some way, shape or form, whether it is the love of money or the love of invest, it could even be coming from an inheritance or a legacy of some sort as well. But whatever it is, let love handle it and let love lead you in all things across the board here, whether it's something you're studying, a business you want to go into, or following your heart's desire. It must be about love. Make love-based decisions, and you can't go wrong. The Abundance Prosperity card was at the top of this column. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. So this card is also, as I said, a form of self-love. It's about receiving, so giving and receiving. So many women in particular, but also men, can suffer from programming, which is what we talked about in the 12th house, programming, where you give, and you feel guilty about receiving. So you need to drop that behavior now, and this is why I think the 12th house also came up. You need to let go of that behavior, because the two have to be balanced in order for you to be abundant. So if you are in a receiving mindset, receive with grace and gratitude always. It's not about taking, it's about receiving with grace and gratitude. If you can harness that ability in yourself, your life will change literally overnight, because you have to be able to receive. It's a very feminine quality. Even if you are a masculine, you harness the feminine quality of receiving. It's very, very important. Giving and receiving must be balanced in your life in order to put you in an abundant position in your life. If there's any kind of imbalance there, then you're always going to be having trouble, And this is, as I said, an unconscious belief or mindset or motivation, being unable to receive. So make sure you are in that place. It's something you have to practice. It's something you have to master. So always do it with grace and gratitude, and you won't go wrong. And make heart-based decisions, as I said. So what it's saying to you is that some form of abundance is coming to you, probably a windfall, but it could also be support, friendship, time, ideas, somebody coming in to assist you. It could be a partner, as we've already discussed, somebody coming in, a lover who's going to help you, or a long-term commitment or a partnership. Something like that is going to come in to support you at this time. And it's important that you're open to receiving that. And not to worry, because whatever financial venture you're going on in this month or in the coming weeks, whatever venture you're going to be going on, financially you're going to be okay. This is what this card is saying to you. You're going to be okay, not to worry about that, not to be worrying about the finance. Don't make that your end goal. What you must be making your end goal is your passion for whatever it is that you want to do in your life, whether it's a person or a marriage or a partnership or a business or a concept or some form of service, whether it's yoga or retreats or any kind of service which you're going to be offering to others, something that you love, that is close to your heart. These are very, very important concepts in your life, and that's what will drive you forward, which is what the 12th house is all about. It will drive you forward into greater abundance and happiness, which is what you want, So you must be following your heart in all things and make decisions from there. But you will be helped, and not to worry about the financial side, and focus instead on the love of what it is you're doing and how you're spreading it around. The 4th house, this is your final house of interest here. This is the house of home. It's everything to do with your home. So it's the physical home, so the structure. It's also where you're living or where you are currently residing. It's also the people in your home and the atmosphere in your home. It's also your relationship with your foundation, your roots, your family, where you've come from, your ancestral inheritance, your ethnic identity. All of those things come in with the 4th house card. So you have a very nice card underneath. You've got Taurus. I have. So this is a lovely card to be having. It's a very supportive card. It's a card of growth. It's a card of stability. It's got money attached to it. So as I said, you've got money very strongly for you at this time. So you may be in your home space, you may be relocating, you may be investing in property, real estate, excellent time to be doing that. You're going to be received very well financially as well. So you could be asking for a loan or a home loan or changing your financial situation, which has already come up in the 8th house. So it's a very good time to be doing that. So you may be remodeling, you may be redoing, you may be accumulating money, accumulating funds. This is banking, accounting, and the handling of currency and money and various types of transactions is all handled by this card. But it's also the card of very, very sensuous love affair may be coming in for you. As I said, there's love on the board as well. So somebody may be coming in to your life, and it's coming into your home life as well. It's going to affect your home life. So it could be that, but it could also be you needing to or going about changing your home environment. So this could be remodeling or changing your home or relocation or purchasing other homes and so on. And it's the redecoration of that, and it's making it your castle. So it's make it your home, make your home cozy, sensuous, lots of home comforts, little luxuries, redo the fabrics, redecorate, whatever it is that's going to make you feel good. And this is a wonderful Taurian quality, to make your environment sensuous and comfortable, and with that air of luxury and abundance to it. That's what the Taurian energy can bring. But it's also a very stabilizing energy, and there may be a few stubborn people around that you may be dealing with at this time, or don't exhibit, or for you, let go of stubbornness and be prepared to dig deep to change things in your life, which is what the 12th house was all about as well. So, but it's also it's the garden of possibilities. That's what this card can be. So it could also just be gardening for you. Perhaps now you want to get out in the garden and do certain things, or you're purchasing a home which now has a garden, which is going to be wonderful for you, very life affirming, wonderful to get your hands in the soil. Anything to do with that is going to be good for you, whether it's farming or buying a piece of land that you're not going to have a holiday home at, whatever is appropriate for you. But it's a very stabilizing card. It's a steady card, and it's about growth. It's about growth in all of those areas, even spiritual growth, or even growth as the person. It's got a lovely steadying quality to it. Also, the arts feature in again with Taurus. Taurus governs all kinds of artistic activities, normally singing, dancing, the stage, so on. So that came up before as well with the Venus card. So there could be something to do with that coming up for you, either a hobby or an interest or something you really would like to do with your life. But the arts are coming up strongly as well. So 4th house, as I said, we're still on that. And then here we have Irene, peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. So if you are changing your home or relocating or changing something in that environment, it's saying not to worry. And also Abadonsha said about not to worry about your financial situation, because there is abundance coming in for you. So this is saying to you from an emotional point of view to just relax, be at peace. And there may be turmoil going on with the solar eclipse card, as I said, but just to relax, take things one day at a time, do everything you can for self-care. So this is sea salt baths or swimming in the sea, or whatever life-affirming activities that you like to do, meditation, prayer, retreat, time on your own, getting in the garden, spending time in nature, whatever, spending time by the sea, whatever does it for you, be at peace, because let the universe handle things. Things are already being handled, things are working out, and even though you may be in the midst of those changes, just to stay steady and not to worry, and let the universe handle the details. All you have to do is focus on the love, make decisions from love, and dig deep and follow your passions, and you can't go wrong. And reiterating all that for your home situation, we have Vesta, home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So somebody moving in, somebody moving out, or it could be a change in your home environment, either remodeling or renovation or a new home or a relocation of some kind. All of those are on the board, but it can also be just about making your home your castle. Make it beautiful, warm, cozy, depending on your season where you are. Make it lovely, really make it a place where you retreat to. This is your castle. This is your space. Make it beautiful and make it a loving space to be in, and that will help you to to be steady and to follow any changes which are coming up for you. All of those home-based things are governed by Vesta. It's the warmth, the atmosphere in the home, loving, caring for yourself, but if you have others with you, then for them as well. But certainly it indicates some kind of change, either in the atmosphere or in the occupants of your home as well. And whatever works for you, however that works for you. The final card is Sagittarius IC. This is the bottom of the astrological deck. So this is everything to do with, covers a variety of things. It can be travel. So you may be traveling to high mountainous areas at some point. You may want to do that. This is a very expansive card. It's about broadening your mind and your interests and your activities, fun, outdoorsy activities. Get out in the fresh air, do whatever you can. But it's also about broadening the mind, and this can be done through travel or education. Again, education is coming up, so studying something, or religion also can come up. Your belief systems, so it's expanding on that, exploring that, whether that's in the mind or physically. Adventure comes in with this card as well. So education, adventure, travel, all of those concepts. But it's also very much about freedom. This card is about freeing yourself up from any kinds of routines that you've got yourself stuck in, that you've been stuck in for a while. Leos don't like to change, really. So this is saying to you, we'll need to change. And this is not going to be easy for you, these changes coming out, but they're for the best. And that you're to have a lighter, more broad-minded, optimistic point of view. Your attitude will determine everything. So have a broad-minded, optimistic attitude, and you will sail through these changes with no problem. This is a very expansive card, as I said, but it's got a lighter sort of energy with it. It's also about faith. It's also about wisdom, the seeking of truth. It's about intuition as well, harnessing your intuition, philosophy, religion, all of those concepts come in. Foreign cultures, you may be learning about those, or you may be wanting to travel somewhere and learn about them, or you may be doing import, export, something like that. It's also about your relationship to in-laws. It's also about the legal system, so law and the higher courts. So the law came in earlier. You may be going through a legal process right now, and this is something that's on the board right now, and by all accounts, I think it will work out for you. But you may just be going through the travail of that, or you could be studying law, or using a law degree a bit more, or studying more to do with that. But it is really about seeking the truth and also meaning for life. So finding meaning in life, which is what Pele Divine Passion was saying to you. You must go for something meaningful in your life now, not just do things robotically, and get away from routines, because Sagittarians love freedom. They want freedom. They like to be doing jobs or professions which give them a lot of freedom, and they can be different from the mainstream as well. So don't be afraid to try new things as well. Give yourself time and freedom to explore and try different things and change your routines to give you that surge of energy which will help you going forward. Okay, Leo, hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. Take care, and I will see you next time.